Konnichiwa minasan, this is Wakizashi coming to you from the tea house in Japan. Today I want to do a short review of Spawn's Universe issue 1 from Image Comics. It was released on June 23rd, 2021. It's a 68-page comic which creator Todd McFarlane introduces with the following quote: 318 issues have led to this, the founding of Spawn's Universe. I knew Todd McFarlane from his work on The Amazing Spider-Man in the late 1980s, and then the new title named simply Spider-Man, which he both drew and wrote. Now I've heard rumours that that title was created basically by Marvel Comics to keep McFarlane working for them. I used to have the first 10 issues of that run, but unfortunately they've been lost to time. Spawn first appeared back in May 1992. So it will be 30 years of Spawn comics next year in 2022. Growing up collecting comics, I was aware of the character, but I never really got into reading the book. Before the release of Spawn's Universe, I bought a few of the recent issues of Spawn in a digital sale. The art is excellent, but the story didn't pull me in. Perhaps I've simply missed too much that's come before. With that in mind, I thought this new issue might be a good jumping on point. Plus, I knew the art would be next level, especially when compared with a lot of content the so-called Big Two comics publishers have been putting out lately. Next, we jump forward 2 weeks in time and find Spawn fighting his way through some local thugs who were targeting a woman. It's unclear why. For information she's carrying, possibly? Yep, I'm pretty lost. But at least it all looks stunning. Following this, Spawn needs to go to an island, and he takes Cygor with him. No idea who Cygor is, but he looks kick-ass. A huge cyborg gorilla leaping into the action. How can you go wrong? Unfortunately, Spawn loses his gorilla ally and gets captured. As Spawn fights to stay conscious, he is yet aware that two others are there with him. One he's met many times, Cogliostro. The other he's never seen before, Gunslinger Spawn. The story continues to page 37. I have to mention Jim Cheung's art in this main story. It is fantastic, with dynamic action scenes and gorgeous detail on the characters. The first mini backup story focuses on medieval Spawn. Stephen Segovia takes over on art for this story. It's only 6 pages and I'm not sure what's going on, but it looks really good. I mean, look at that dragon. The second backup story gives us a glimpse of She-Spawn, real name Jessica Priest. She's visiting her young daughter in what is an emotional scene that suggests a complex background that I don't know anything about. This time the art is by Marcio Takara. The final mini-story is about Gunslinger Spawn. It opens in the year 1864 on a battlefield surrounded by wolves. This is the goriest story in the book, which you'll see if you read it. The art on this one is by Brett Booth. So, is Spawn's Universe issue 1 a recommend? As I've already mentioned, the book looks beautiful. The art is gorgeous. There are 4 great artists working on the book. But does it work as a standalone story? Well, for me, I was kind of lost, maybe half the time. I enjoyed looking at the gorgeous visuals, but Todd McFarlane's writing style, I'm not sure. Maybe if I was a teenager, I'd lap it up, I'd love it. But for me, it didn't stand out so much. All I know is it's leading to 3 new titles. The first one is going to be King Spawn, which is released in August this year. Then Gunslinger Spawn issue 1 comes out sometime in October. The third title is called The Scorched, which I'm not sure what it's about, and that's going to be released in December this year. So again, do I recommend it? I recommend it for the art. If you're looking for some great comic book art, this is for you. And to be honest, it's got me curious. I'm probably going to pick up the first issues of each of those titles, just to see. I want to give Todd McFarlane a try because, he respects the fans. He puts out quality work. Whether his writing's top class or not, I haven't made my mind up yet. But if you like the look of it, why don't you give it a try? So that's it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. If you leave a comment, that would be great. And if you feel like subscribing to my channel, that would be awesome. This is Wakizashi signing off from the tea house. Mata ne!